So many of you probably remember 6 months ago when Steam actually banned a game known as Bokuten. Of course, it got off the ban list, but it was banned. Well, guess what? They're at it again, going after more anime games. Yeah, bad decision there, Steam. Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a wonderful and fantastic day today, and if not, hopefully you all will have it better tomorrow. So we have a lot to discuss tonight. And so the first thing being Steam is banning anime games again. And, this doesn't come to any surprise to anyone, I don't think, considering that this is not the first time they've done this. And now they're back at it again. First off, Evenicle 2 has been banned. And we're going to look at another title as well that has been banned. But not only are they going after anime games, but it seems that they're also going after some more mature and spicy games as well that are even Western releases. So before we get into this, I just wanted to say I'm very sorry about the lack of content lately. Had a bit of work earlier in the week last week, and then I got sick, which I'm feeling a lot better. I was actually very sick of my stomach. It actually hurt to even move. It was really bad. Usually when I get sick, it's not your typical sick. It's more like I get really bad issues with my stomach. But so don't worry if anybody's wondering. I did not have the coof, so everything's fine. Everything's good. But yeah, I'm feeling much better. I want to thank you all for your patience during this time and the support that all of you gave. I really do appreciate it. Really means a lot. So we have a lot of content that will be coming out today or tonight, whatever time of day it is for you. So expect a lot to come out. So let's go ahead and get started with everything. So this article is from Noisy Pixel. It is about Evenicle 2 officially banned from Steam, other online storefronts being considered. Yesterday, it was discovered that Evenicle 2 had been rejected by Valve to release on Steam alongside the already available Evenicle 2 Clinical Trial Edition, a demo of the full game. The developer Alisoft has shared a post on their Twitter officially announcing the Evenicle 2 was indeed rejected from the platform. The developer mentions that it's Valve's right to do so considering the adult nature of the game and the content depicted in some of the scenes. Alisoft mentions that they will still continue to develop the localized versions of Evenicle 2 and release it through different storefronts. No official storefronts have been announced at this time. Evenicle 2 takes place during a time when an illness is spread across the world known as the Hero Disease. If someone with the illness uses magic, they will die. Mighty warriors worldwide have teamed up to take out the monsters thought to be responsible for the plague. However, the efforts are becoming harder as more and more heroes pass away. I remember a time when Steam used to just not really care and they just kind of let games be on their platform. I'm sure some people remember that, but now that's all gone because you got Puritans who were within the gaming industry and they tried to prevent things like this from being on the platform because they're like, oh, it doesn't fit our values, it's offensive. They have their fits, or it has to do with sexy woman bad. they cry over it, which is ridiculous. That's where the protagonist of this adventure, Alex, steps in to help. Blessed with a legendary healing ability, Alex sets out to cure the female warriors affected and save them. And here's their explanation. Today, we would like to announce that we will not be able to release the full English version of Evenicle 2 on Steam Store as we had originally planned. Steam had decided to reject the listing of Evenicle 2 as we believe it is their right to do so based on the store of its adult content. I mean, the good news is they're still going to get it out. It's just it's not going to be on Steam. I mean, that's basically what really sucks about it. But, it goes to show that Steam is censoring things like this, for example. Taimanin Sagi banned from Steam for characters appearing underage. This is the same argument that Patreon was trying to make, that the anime art style, in their eyes, was portraying characters as too young. I'm sure everybody remembers that. And this continues to be a problem because they try to make an argument that anime is bad when it's not. And, it's absolutely frustrating to see this. And it's Steam just trying to censor more games on their platform that they feel doesn't fit their values. I mean, it's ridiculous. So, this article's from Niche Gamer, and this is what it states. Lilith's planning director and story writer Sasayama Itosai, has revealed their hentai visual novel, Tainamen Asagi Episode 1, was banned from Steam due to being suspected of depicting minors after being on the store for mere days, possible due to characters appearing underage. Now, if you recall, this is the same argument that Patreon would make, because they would remove artists because they would be doing anime artwork, and they would say that the characters looked underage, even if the characters weren't underage. And this seems to be the recurring argument that they try to bring up, that because of the style, then that automatically makes the characters underage, even if the characters aren't underage. It's like with the Uzaki-chan issue when they were trying to say that she looked like a kid, despite the fact that, if you were to go by the actual manga and the anime, she's 19 and then, of course, becomes 20. They still tried to argue that she looked like a kid, even though she wasn't. But this is the default argument they always try to fall back to. So, this is the comment here. Unfortunately, Asagi Shinobu Asagi 1, Taimenen Asagi Episode 1, that was being reviewed by Steam, but unfortunately they said no. I learned that Steam is very strict in judging visuals that may be suspected to be underage. I will use this experience in my new work. Like I said, this is exactly what goes on here. This is the argument they tried to make. And this is not the first time, as we've seen, where Steam has just removed anime games, for example, because if you recall, they also took down Bokuton even after it was modified to fit the platform. So it was censored to be able to fit Steam's platform, because of its code and everything. And because they were going by the code of Steam, Steam still removed it. And they weren't even given a notification at all. It was just completely taken down. Of course, it got back up, but it was taken down. And then another case of where an anime game was removed was Meteor World Actor. That was another game that was removed not once, but twice. They banned it twice from Steam, and it's absolutely ridiculous that they did so. I mean, you look here at this Reddit post. It looks like Ryusei World Actor was banned from Steam again. So, not the first time, second time. Banned from it twice. Now, this is what was stated. The visual novel originally came out in Japan as an R18 title during the summer of 2019, according to the VNDB entry. Now, there were several versions of the game, including a 12 plus version for iOS and a 15 plus version for Android and an R18 plus version for PC. Since the game never received a store page, it's impossible to know exactly which version was submitted to Valve for review. What's absolutely clear, though, is that the game does not take place in a school setting and actually follows special police officers from the 13th Division that sometimes deal with eccentric events. What exactly led to Valve banning the game twice is anybody's guess, but don't be surprised if DMM Games or Heliodor tries again. Remember, Lilith originally tried to launch Taimemain Asagi as a multi-part series on Steam only for it to be banned at the 12th hour. They decided to censor out the violence, blood, and sex, which allowed them to release the trial version of Taimemain Asagi on Steam. So I wouldn't put past the studios to cut and back down as much as possible, and maybe even remove a character or two that Valve's taste police don't like in order to secure a Western release on Steam. Yeah, sounds a lot like censorship, doesn't it? Oh my, how lewd. Because that's what it sounds like. But anime games are not the only target here, because another game, which is known as Super Seducer 3, delayed due to Valve-mandated censorship. So what it seems like here is that Steam is just trying to up the whole issue on censorship. Like, they're trying to up their efforts to try to censor things. Because right here, Super Seducer 3 has been delayed after online storefront Steam removed the game demo for its sexual subject matter. Super Seducer 3 was originally featured in the Steam Game Festival with a one-level demo, but the demo was ultimately removed from the event according to game creator Richard LaRuna. Richard LaRuna has since been informed that certain scenes will need to be altered or removed entirely in order to pass Steam's standards. These demands come in spite of Steam promising years ago to allow everything unless it's illegal or trolling. But you see, at this point, it wouldn't even be illegal because, if something is, rated as 18 plus, like it would be mature, it should be on the platform then, because there's nothing illegal about it being on there. It's not doing anything that would be harmful. But it looks like Steam's just over here like, oh, let's get out the fun police. Let's take down anything that doesn't fit our standards, because we're seeing a lot of platforms do this. I mean, it's not just Steam, but it just seems like Steam's really just trying to rev up that censorship. And when you look at the Puritans, for example, well, they can't make Nintendo bend the knee. But, look at Sony. Sony bent the knee. They'll probably jump to Microsoft next, and then, of course, jump into Steam, because, I think that they're looking for whatever platforms they can get to bend the knee, and they're going to make them do it. They're going to keep trying and trying and trying until they cave, and then they do it. And it looks like Steam is another one that they're jumping to, and since there's so many Puritans in the industry, as I stated, well, this is what's going on. And, they're looking at anime as problematic, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to ensure that they can hit anime games. And it seems like censorship itself is just becoming bigger and bigger, which is not good. And, it makes more reason as to why people are going to jump to indie gaming, because indie gamers, they don't have to worry about that. They can get their game out there, and they don't have to worry about someone dictating whether they have to have something censored or not. They can do it however they want. But this is what I'm saying is a problem, is that it seems like Steam is now going censor happy, and as we continue to see, they continue to pull anime games constantly, and it seems like they're going after anime games mostly. But it's not looking very good in that department. But anyways, let me know what you think about this entire situation down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here, and make sure you are still subscribed, because YouTube is unsubscribing people from all their favorite channels. So make sure you are still subscribed to all your favorite channels. Hit the video with a like, and also be sure to share the video on social media. Spread the word and get it out there. It's greatly appreciated, and it really helps out the channel a lot. Also, be sure to follow me on Discord. We have a wonderful community there. Not only that, but it will keep you up to date on when the newest videos will be released, as well as any other upcoming events in the near future. So be sure to follow me on Discord. The link is in the description down below. But anyways, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful and fantastic day today. And remember, if today was not a good day, tomorrow could always be better. Take care of yourselves and everyone around you. And have yourselves a good one out there, everybody.